Cincinnati Bearcats are headed to their second straight American Championship final. I'm Haley Outen, joined by Cincinnati head coach Mick Cronin. Coach, congratulations on this win today. It was a hard-fought battle for your team. Went into the locker room down 13 at the half, but then came out and went on a 21-2 run. What was your message to the team at halftime?
Wasn't PG. No, in all seriousness, look, Memphis played great in the first half of this game. Anybody that watched the game saw they're 7 of 12 from the three-point line. We're a team that plays defense. They hit some guarded shots, and they really kept us off the backboard. So we only had 2 offensive rebounds from Gary Clark in the first half out of 18 missed shots. So we just got outplayed. They've won 7 of their last 8. The team was playing really well. And it's not that we weren't ready; they just outplayed us. But like you said, coming out of the locker room, we made a couple threes, and then all of a sudden the lid got off. And once the lid got off the basket, I think our guys started to relax a little bit, and we got some energy on the defensive end from those made shots.
Jarron Cumberland came in the second half and played a significant role. When he is on, how does he change the game for your team?
Well, he's a guy that can score on his own. So you really don't he doesn't need a lot of space. He's a confident scorer, and as a coach, you can't draw it in the basket. You kind of try to find a hot hand and put him in situations. But he really had it rolling today, and somebody had to, because Jacob Evans is a great player, one of the best players in the country, but he struggled down here, especially shooting the basketball. And you're not going to win unless somebody makes some shots. But we also had 10 offensive rebounds in the second half. That was big.
Less than 24 hours to prepare for the championship final. That's a little bit of a different situation than normal. How does that impact the preparation?
You're playing a team for the third time. Our guys, whether it's Wichita State or Houston, we all know each other so well. I think the team that is willing to play the hardest and really wants that trophy and wants to cut the nets down is going to win the game. And I thought that's what happened last year. SMU wanted it a little bit more than we did. They were a more senior-laden team. I thought we were fatigued, and it's going to be the same way tomorrow. So whoever we play is going to be a great team, and they're going to want to win the game. So our energy level is going to have to be great for 40 minutes. We can't just be a second-half team tomorrow.
Last year, you left the championship final rather empty-handed and watched the NCAA selection show coming off of a loss just a few minutes before. What would a win tomorrow do for this program heading into the final chapter of your season?
Well, I want to win for Gary Clark and Kyle Washington. They haven't cut down the nets. We won the regular season title on the road, so they didn't get to cut nets down. And, it's the end of their careers, so it's big for them. Obviously, for your school, your fans, it's great. We have great support and a lot of people here in Orlando with us. But, I care most about the people in that locker room. And there isn't 2 better ambassadors for our university that have competed athletically in a long time like Gary Clark and Kyle Washington. So I'd love to see those guys get to climb up there and do that.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck in the final.
You got it, Haley. Thanks.
I'm now joined by Cincinnati forward Gary Clark. Gary, congratulations on this win. When the shots weren't falling for your team in the first half and the physical battle was as high as it was, what does it say about the maturity of this group to be able to come back out in the second half and have the half that you did?
It's huge. We missed defensive assignments the first half, letting guys get hot, and just digging ourselves in a hole and being able to come back, second half, come out intense defense, rebounding, making the right pass. So it shows great poise by our bench, the guys that came in and contribute, and we just build from it. Try not to get in a hole like that again from this point on, but just show great poise by our team.
How does a win like this make your team better moving forward?
I think the deficit that we dug ourselves in early, it really shows us that we can come back, later on, in the next couple games, just being able to be like, all right, we're down, but we can, one stop at a time. That's all we kept telling each other, one stop at a time.
Last year, you were in a very similar situation, knowing that your team was heading to the NCAA tournament but had to play in the championship final first. You left Hartford empty-handed without that championship. What sort of taste did that leave in your mouth?
It left a bad taste. You don't want to go from there to the tournament with a loss, but, I think it just says a lot winning a championship, not only regular season but a conference tournament championship. And, as seniors, me and Cal, neither of us have ever cut down nets. So that's one goal that, I think both of us have on our agenda to do. And I know me and Coach talked about it, being able to do that with one another. So I think our team is bought in and being able to just go in and just lock in and come out with a W.
Taking away from your performances the past 2 days, what is the key to your team getting a fast start?
I think it starts with the seniors, me and Cal, being dominant early, whether it's an offensive rebound or a block shot, just setting the tone for our team right from jump, because they really do feed off of us. And I think it shows, these last 2 games where, the game started off slow and then we weren't like rebounding or scoring. So, tomorrow you can expect me or him to really set the tone early.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck in the final.
Thank you.